Would you ever do a triathlon?
Yeah.
I so I've been running a lot, and I actually done my fastest 5Ks in the last this year, by far my fastest 5Ks. But we've also been riding our bikes a lot, and I've learned that it doesn't take as much out of me to ride my bike.
Right.
And now I'm like looking at these like small, I forget what it's called, but it's like a small triathlon where you bike like 20 miles. So what is it? You run 3 miles, you bike like 18 miles, and then you swim like a half mile,
Ooh.
which I'm like, I would have to really train for the swimming.
Me
I'd have
too.
to train for the biking, but I have to really train for the swimming. But I think that would be such a cool thing to do.
I think it would too. Yeah, the swimming would be what I would have to train the most because I don't really swim that often.
And it's hard to find somewhere. Like you have to be in a like your YMCA or something,
Yeah, yeah,
like to do it or know somebody who has a pool.
that's true.
But for me, it's like biking's easy because you go out and bike. Running's easy. You just go and run.
Yeah, I can run here easily. I don't
Swimming,
have my bike here, but it's at Shelley's. But
yeah.
when I'm there, I mean, I don't bike every weekend, but I will be biking a couple days a week.
That's
Plus,
something we need to do. We need to do a triathlon one day.
yeah,
When the world clears up
yeah, definitely.
and we have access to a pool.
Something that's fun that I've been done a couple times last summer was go canoeing. Have you went canoeing?
No, I've kayaked maybe once or twice.
Yeah, it's very similar to that. It's a fun thing. It's
Uh,
you don't get a lot of like exercise, but I mean you're just doing that stuff like that. But it's a fun time. I've got some video of it, and it's fun when there's not a lot of people out.
yeah,
When there's just a couple of people. So
I like it.
we go to Warrior State Park, and
Okay,
it's like $10, I think, not bad. And you can stay out I think an hour, maybe two.
nice.
Pretty fun.
The coolest thing I did was we went paddleboarding on Lake Michigan in Chicago.
Okay.
And that was so cool because you're on this giant body of water and you know what you don't have to fear? Sharks.
Oh,
There's no sharks, there's no jellyfish, there's no man-eating animals
I didn't think about that.
in the lake. And the lake doesn't move much. It's very,
Pretty
very
calm.
pretty calm compared to an ocean. It,
Interesting.
it was so nice. I would live in Chicago if I could find a job there.
Yeah.
It's cold during the winter. I probably want to live in Florida during the winter.
Well, see, that's what I was telling someone. I was like, the way that I would like to have my life planned out is where I could go someplace in the winter and go someplace in the summer. And then it doesn't have
Perfect.
to be super fancy places, but a place where I can do the show, do what I need to do, be able to travel, go to places I want to go, you know, and I
Oh,
think that would be
so
perfect.
nice.
I really do.
I could live in Florida during the summer or the winter and live in like a place like Chicago or New York
Yeah.
during the summer. Even up here, it's nice during the summer.
Yeah, that's what you
So
were
nice
saying.
during the
That's what
summer.
you were saying.
I know now that we're like planning our escape for the summer, the weather's gorgeous. It's
Yeah.
beautiful outside. And
It's
now
like
we're like,
it's like 84 degrees here today.
that's about what it is here. And the sun's shining. Oh, it's just amazing.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably go out for a walk later. I've not been running. There's a lot of people that walk, so I don't really run. I mean, I could, but I don't. Not here anyway. I just go out and walk and stuff. But there's been a lot of people out, walking. Usually the afternoon. I guess there's nobody walking right now, but I guess the people that do work are at work right now. Has there been any new habits that you've discovered about yourself, or anything that you've taken up while being in the isolation?
Cooking.
Okay.
Yeah, I never, I mean, I always just, Alex calls it heating up food.
Yes.
Also, today is Alex's birthday, so happy birthday, Alex.
Happy birthday, Max.
We're gonna have a little graduation slash birthday thing for her later today. But anyway, she loves to cook. She says I just heat up food. She's
Yeah.
taught me how to make like 5 things. But through this, I decided she made for anniversary, she made the most amazing meal ever. I don't even remember what it was, but it was so good. So I thought a couple weeks ago I was going to make her something. So I actually cooked it was like this potato thing. It's kind of like it was like a baked mashed potato
Okay.
thing that had a bunch of stuff in it,
Yeah.
and it wasn't as stressful as it usually is. And then for her birthday, instead of getting her a cake, she loves Pop Tarts. She loves Pop Tarts. She only eats them once a year around her birthday. So
Yeah.
instead of going and getting Pop Tarts, we're gonna bake Pop Tarts.
Really?
So we made the dough last night together, and then this afternoon before graduation, we're going to make Pop Tarts, and
Nice.
it's been it's been fun.
Nice.
I don't think I like to do it. I don't like to do it every day because it
Right.
stresses me out. And I'm not a creative cook like she is. Like she'll just walk into the kitchen and see what we've got and then throw together this meal. To
Yeah.
me, I like, what's the recipe? I'm a baker, I guess. I
Yeah.
have to have a recipe and I have to follow it to a T. And I made an omelet the other day and it sucked because I forgot to do something. And I get so mad at myself when it sucks. She's just like, didn't work. We'll try again next time.
Yeah.
And to me, I'm like, oh, it's such a failure.
Yeah. I understand.
That and biking are the two things
Nice.
that I've gotten into.
Nice. I don't know if I've got into anything really. I mean, I do more. I've got into watching these NBA games
That's cool.
because I go around. This is so. I don't even know if I can say it. I'll say this as a side note. Often when I would wear sunglasses in the studio, it was because I was going to do something foolish and I couldn't look anyone in the eye without those glasses on. That's why I would often wear sunglasses. And I thought about it. There's been a couple times, and I've thought about doing something silly, but I was like, no, I don't have glasses on, so I haven't done it. But I'll go around sometimes doing like shooting a basket or doing like a layup or a slam dunk just randomly as I'm walking down the hall at work. Well, no one's around me, so. But I
Just do
often
whatever you
look
want.
around to see if anyone's around before I do it, because I always come up with an excuse like if they're like, "What were you doing?" and I would just be like, "Dunking the ball, doing a layup. What do you think I'm doing? You know, what else would
So
you do?"
next,
Yeah. So, but other than that, I mean, I exercise every day. I don't have my weights with me anymore, unfortunately. Like I had
oh,
some dumbbells, not heavy weights or anything, but I took those back about a month ago, and so I've not had those. But other than that, I've not really. I'll tell you this: I've learned during the quarantine. Well, even before just moving, I was kind of in quarantine before, in a way, because I didn't really. So I didn't really. I mean, I could go out and do things, like I could go to a movie or to the because often we would talk when I was in the bookstore.
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
go there twice a week at least. So I have missed that, and I can still go get food if I need to. Just call an order and go pick it up. But other than that, I've learned that I don't really need that much to survive. Not really, because I mean, food. I mean, water. You learn how important water is.
Yeah, that's for
But
sure.
we've got if you've got food, you've got water, you've got internet.
You got a roof over your head.
I don't have good internet. It's some internet.